bust 'em, head bust 'em. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em.
See, I'm the king of the ring. Ring the bell and I'm coming out swing. Swinging left, swinging right till they ding. He hit the ground, bounced up like a spring. Hit him again, I like a birdie, start to sing. Bright lights, cameras flashing like bling. He started seeing things. Now I got him hands and knees on the floor, crawling to the throne and crying. I'm the man, there's no defeating. At the ground, you will be eating. I'm wreck shop, non-stop, this is easy. Put him out the game like his name, Willie Banana.
Hit him with the right, we gon' hit him with the left. Hit him with the right. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. We gon' hit him with the left, hit him with the right. Yeah, hit him with the left, yeah, hit him with the right. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em.
Well, that's too early for all that.
Oh, what's going on, guys? As I said, new show of the new year. Let's make sure that I think we got a great sound check. Make sure, just to be sure, someone make sure that you can hear me over here in the comments before we go any further.
We've been known to just ramble and nobody can hear us.
Yeah, it happens from time to time.
We've also been known to give results out before the match even happens.
Hey, sometimes that happens. I'm going to assume that they can hear us since we're getting
We can hear y'all.
We can hear y'all. Well, that is fucking fantastic.
For y'all.
For y'all. Fight Night, the new show taking place
New year, new
Uprising.
me, man. New year, new me. This is a new start for Revolution. Brand new show, Fight Night. We got New Year's resolution coming up soon.
Ooh, I think I got a thing for that, don't I?
You should.
Is this it? Oh,
boom! Beautiful. New Year's resolution. That's coming up here shortly. Do we have a date? I think we picked a date. We did that the other day.
Yeah, the 17th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go ahead and confirm that because it was the 16th or the 17th. I couldn't remember which one it was. It is.
Hopefully, whatever it is, it's a Sunday.
It is a Sunday.
I'm tired of doing Saturday shows for y'all.
It is a Sunday. It is the 16th. Yeah, the 16th. We will have that pay-per-view. So that's only a few weeks away. I think it's just plenty of time. After this show today, I will probably sit down sometime today and go ahead and book that. We'll go ahead and start booking that pay-per-view so we can go ahead and get it going. Let's not forget, man, we got a lot of good matches. Let's see, we got, what was it? 7 matches. Where's that 8? I don't know. All my shit's together. 7, 8 matches here on the fucking card. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Let's make some house rule announcement type things too, because with it being a new show, there's a lot of new guys who may not be aware, who may be aware, forgotten. I don't know, but there's a few things. So first and foremost, let's talk matches. When it comes to the matches, you need to make sure you hype at least once. At least one hype. Doesn't matter how long it is. It could be a 20-second hype. It could be a 30-second hype. It could be a 10-minute long hype.
Let me add on to that. You can come on the red carpet treatment with Mr. Haywood or the show that you've seen me do this past week. That counts as your hype. If you come on that show, we'll count it as a hype.
The hype has to be done before promos are due as well. So if a promos are due on Thursdays, you can't go and hype on Friday and be like, I hyped. Doesn't count. Doesn't mean you can't hype after the fact if you've already hyped. That's another thing too. For a lot of you guys who are newer to promos or whatnot, I get it that maybe you have lives. Everybody has lives. I have a life. TDC has a life. But it's important to get your name out there, get your brand out there, get that recognition, because the more that you're out there, and TDC, he was talking about this the other day in the live, guys. It's important to get your face out there, because the more that you're out there, the more people start talking about you, the more people start mentioning your name. That's the more opportunities you're going to see. Because as bookers, as owners, we want guys who are the face of our company who are going to be out there. So like it's only required to drop one hype. But if I were y'all, if I was active, which I used to be, I was dropping hypes all the damn time. I made sure people were sick and tired of seeing me, sick and tired of hearing me, because it adds to it. It adds to it. Get yourself out there, man. Make yourself known. Also, when it comes to the match lengths, you have 4 minutes
per person.
So if it's a tag team, that's 8 minutes. This is not a suggestion. This is not a you have up to 4 minutes, guys, so go ahead and only do a minute and a half. No, if you're in a match, you need to do 4 minutes. Now, if you were to submit 3.5 minutes, maybe you could get by with that. If you do 4 minutes and 15 seconds, okay, maybe you might be able to get away with that. But if you're submitting promos that are only a minute and a half long, as the head of the judging committee, I'm letting you know right now that shit's not going to fly. You are more than likely not going to be winning a match. Now, does it mean you're going to be automatically disqualified? No. But I can 90% guarantee you you're probably not going to win that match. Also, speaking of judges, I got a lot to say here. Speaking of judges, I know that maybe it was mentioned before. I am now the head of the judging committee. Before it was said that we were going to announce who our judges were so you would know. Not to step on your shoes, I'm not going to do that because I don't want people harassing judges. I don't want people going out and trying to bully judges because ultimately it's going to make people not want to judge matches anymore. So I have a handful of guys that I am using. You are not going to know who they are, but if you trust me, as you should, that's why you guys are here. If you trust me, then you'll trust my judges. I've been doing this long enough. I know who to pick. I don't pick judges. For an example, if Little Sweet, and I'm not saying anything about Little Sweet, and I'm not saying anything about Big Sweet, but I'm going to use this as an example. If Little Sweet has a match against A-lister, I'm not going to ask Big Sweet to be a judge in that match. It makes common sense, guys, you know. If I know behind the scenes, like we're all brothers, we all get along, but maybe there's somebody who doesn't like somebody else behind the scenes in real life, I'm obviously not going to ask that person to judge the person they don't like's match. Now, sure, they might be honest, and but I'm not going to put anybody in that situation. So with that being said, guys, if you trust me like you should, trust my judges. That being said, I've got really good judges for this show. Some of them gave me some great feedback. If you want feedback, reach out to me after the match, and I'll tell you what my judges said. But I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm going to keep that anonymous because I feel like that's only the right thing to do.
Kick ass.
Two more things, guys. Sorry, 2 more things. One, Tommy and I were talking before the show, with it being a fresh start, fresh year, Revolution being on its own finally once again, it's important that we need more commercials, guys. We had to get rid of some of the older commercials. Some of the guys aren't with us anymore, so we decided to kind of phase that out. We want more. We need new commercials. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. If you need help, if you need ideas, you need suggestions, if you need someone to help you with the editing side of things, I'll be more than happy to help you out. I have no problem doing that whatsoever. We're going to keep doing the commercials because it's fun. And if you guys get tired of seeing the same commercials over and over and over again, which you will, make sure you give us something. Submit more. You can have more than one commercial too. Again, another way to have your face out there. Recognition. Recognition gets you opportunities. Opportunities get you championships. Speaking of championships, and this is my one final last point. Don't forget, guys, we have minis. We have replicas. I can get you guys whatever you want. If you are absolutely in love with the Outbreak Championship, because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous title, reach out to me. I can get you an opportunity to purchase one of your own. It's not expensive, not that expensive compared to other replicas. I can get you fast. If maybe you can't afford a full-size replica, we have minis that you can wear on your wrist. Also super fantastic quality. Those come fast as well. I actually have every single belt in Revolution. I have one mini on hand in my house right now, ready to ship out. They're $50. If you guys want a copy or a replica of a big belt, I don't have those in hand, but I can get you them. They're getting made pretty quick. If you want customizations done on those replicas as well, there's a few guys like Bossolini, your current Outbreak champion. He has purchased a replica of the Outbreak title, but he had a little bit of a Bossolini twist on it, and as you can see, he uses it on screen. You can do the exact same thing. It doesn't cost anything extra, guys. Reach out to me, and I can get you taken care of. Okay, I'm done.
Proud mini owner.
The minis are freaking awesome.
They are
I
awesome.
have one of each.
I
I know
do too.
you have one of each. A lot of our guys have them. They're freaking awesome.
Freaking awesome. Don't forget also, tonight on Fight Night, we will be crowning a very new Bare Bones champion.
I'm excited about that.
Me too. The title's not completely done, but we'll still present what we got and kind of explain where we're going from there with it. I'm going to kind of throw it in. I know usually I do it by what I have on screen. But I mean, you like when I post the matches up, but we're gonna kind of mix it up a little bit. The first thing we're gonna give you is the tag team match between the Double Dragons and Era of Reality. Go ahead and give that to y'all right now after we took a commercial break.
Turn me on, YC.
Trying to figure out which is worse, Mad King. The fact that we weren't able to defend our FTW Tag Team Championships and gain the Revolution Tag Team Championships in one weekend. We will get to you guys later, Lifeblood, but congratulations. It takes one hell of a team to beat the Era of Reality. But back to the task at hand. See, that weekend was very bad for us, but I think what's worse is when you got these two turds that hang from a rat's taint and should have never been born and should have been wiped into a Kleenex and flushed down the toilet. Assholes call themselves the Double Dragons have the audacity to really think that they measure up to great tag teams like the Lifeblood, like Era Reality. But in all hindsight, you two know what we are capable of. See, before we got to Revolution, we were dominating everywhere. We was even dominating in y'all federation. But don't let your memories get too short, you two shit stains. See, cause one of y'all ugly little twins had to open your mouth and write a check that y'all asses can't cash. And now you gotta deal with the consequences. So we gonna make y'all little Double Dragons look like two Geico lizards and go save yourself 15% off this ass whooping. Mad King, finish these little shit stains off.
Mr. Wallace, why so angry? Why so disappointed? I mean, look at our surroundings. My surroundings are creation. Your surroundings are paradise. But the Double Dragons, suffering, pity, shame. You see, these two individuals wish that they could be on the level of such great tag teams as the Era of Reality, such great tag teams as the Lifeblood. But the Era of Reality, for them, is that they will never measure up. You see, Double Dragons are going to say something ridiculous like they do in every promo they do. That there's going to be a super kick called the Dragon Tail. There's going to be a slam called the Dragon Drop. But these two individuals have only slammed and dropped themselves. You see, they are beneath us. And you see, the difference between us is if you look up in the sky on a clear enough day, you can see stars. When the Double Dragons look up in the sky, they see us. And they wish that they could touch the supernova power that we have. They wish they could reach the levels of the Era of Reality. They cannot. They are simply the curtain jerkers, hoping to be mid-carders. They're the consolation prize. They're what we get to build us back up after such a rough weekend. They're the training dummies that we crush. And crush them we will. Because we are the Era of Reality. And we're taking the fantasy out of whatever fantasy they thought they could win.
Era of Reality. My name is Rob the Dragon Williams, one half of the Double Dragons. So I see you run your mouth about y'all dominant tag team, that y'all hold separate titles in other places. Well, let me tell y'all something. Me and my twin brother, the Dragon, we are here to show you who is the dominant tag team. You might think you are. We are here to see if you are. If you are, so be it. If you're not, so be it. I'm gonna tell y'all, this fight will not be a walk in the park. This fight is gonna be a throw down, ass kicking fight. I'm gonna tell you again. My name is Rob the Dragon Williams, and the Double Dragons are coming. When you step in that ring against us, that ring turns into the Dragon's lair. And when that bell rings, there's no laughing. It's down to business. So, Era of Reality, be prepared to get your butt whooped and come correct. Deuces.
What's good? What's poppin'? My name is the Dragon, one half of the Double Dragon. Tonight, we face a group called Era of Reality. Mind you, Era of Reality, this is towards you. I have seen you face the tag team champs. Y'all hung tight, but still lost. This is the Dragon's debut match. We're coming to let y'all know how we get down, because we go in hard. We knock
people out for a reason. We hit them with the Dragon 3D. So, reality check. We're coming to beat you down. And you got to be more careful.
And your winners, Era of Reality. Please remember, Chris Champion, you want to tell them one more time about the time?
Let me tell y'all one more time in case you weren't listening at the beginning of the show. Tag team matches. Each person gets 4 minutes, a total of 8 minutes per team. Now, in this particular situation, both teams did not submit a full 8 minutes. However, one team submitted one that was a little bit longer than the other. Not necessarily may or may not have played in the results. So it worked out in this particular situation because both submitted under the time limit. But again, guys, that time limit is not a suggestion. Your matches need to be at least 4 minutes or at least close to that 4 minute as possible. Submitting a 1.5-minute long promo is not anywhere close to 4 minutes. Again, doesn't mean you're going to be disqualified, but it's very unlikely that you'll win that match.
Yeah.
That being said, guys, both teams, Double Dragons, Era of Reality, especially Era of Reality, I'm a huge fan of those guys. Those guys are fucking awesome. Both those guys did great with the time that they gave us. We just need more, guys. You guys need to give us more than just 1.5 minutes, more than 4 minutes. 4 minutes per team. So if the Hooded Warriors in a tag team, you're going to get an 8-minute long promo from us. 4 minutes from him, well, 2 minutes from him, 6 minutes from me, because we know.
Yeah, we know.
So great job. Congratulations, Era of Reality.
A very good win. Not a bad showing from Double Dragon. You just got to give more time. Let's see here.
We're not naive to the fact that a lot of these guys are newer to Revolution.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are in other promo groups, have never been in a group like this, because we are revolutionary after all. So it might take a little bit to get people. We're not saying anything negative about anybody at all. We understand that we might do things a little bit differently here. A lot of guys who have been with us for years, we're just accustomed to these type of rules, so it comes natural to us. So people hopefully will catch on and they'll start figuring out, and it'll become like second nature as well. So just, again, guys, make sure you watch your times.
Ooh, let's go ahead and jump to this next match. This next match I'm excited about. You have the returning Glenn Sex Machine Sexton.
Love that dude.
Versus the newcomer Kid Chaos. This one's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see if Sexton can come back and get a win. Interested to see if Kid can get his first win here. It's going to be a very, very good match, I got a feeling. So we're going to give you that one, but we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
Come on out to TDC's Crazy Truck Stop and Dance Emporium on 6204 Buncombe Road in St. Louis, Missouri. They may not all be cute, but at least they're naked.
I was hoping to hear from Kid Chaos this past week, but apparently he doesn't have the balls to come out and talk to me. Which is ridiculous, because I'm easy to talk to. I don't offend easily, very approachable. I don't get it. I mean, I'm easy to find. I mean, 6'7", 310 pounds. I'm definitely not from the Lollipop Guild. I'm thrown off. I really am, because last time I was here in Revolution, everybody wanted to talk. Everybody was ready to open their mouth. Now, I know I'm coming back. I have to start at the bottom, work my way from the top. That's how I like it. And that's how I'm going to do it. You see, kid, I don't know if you're even going to show up at fight night or even talk at fight night. But I am here to dominate. I am here to show that I'm the very best that this business has to offer today. And hell, 2021 was not a bad year for me. It was actually a damn good year. I went around the globe winning championships all over the place. But I couldn't do it in Revolution. Not even with a tag team. Which sucks. I mean, that does a lot to the person's mind, you know, especially when they're considered one of the best in this business. And now here we are. Fight night going up against you, kid. Now, I don't know how long you've been here. I don't know how many matches you've had here. Hell, I don't even know your record. I know nothing about you. And hell, for all I know, you know nothing about me, which makes perfect sense. Because, shit, basically nobody's. Even though some people do know me here, but that's either here or there. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you. Trying to play mind games. Let's face it, kid. You're a stepping stone for me. That's all you are. All you have to do is lay down in the middle of that ring and let me pin you. 1, 2, 3. It's as simple as that. It's a piece of cake, an easy payday for you. You don't get to win the purse, but you'll get a little something extra off to the side. Man, it feels weird being back, but it feels so good to be back here. The place where I've never won a match. A place where a lot of people probably thought I was a joke. A place where I put in the work, did what I was asked to do. And now here I am, diving into the deep end once again. I may not be the biggest fish in this ocean, but damn it, I'm gonna put up one hell of a fight against one of the biggest fishes here. See you real soon.
Well, Revolution. Mr. Glenn Sexton, yeah, I've heard of you. I'm not unaware of who you are or your history here. I've heard about you, that you're a wily veteran that should be watched closely, taken seriously. Well, understand, I'm not a rookie either. And, yeah, I've held several titles in several different organizations, to include world heavyweight titles, tag team titles. I have held numerous other custom titles in those companies. So, don't think you're going to get an easier ride just because you think I'm some rookie, some unknown from Podunk, fucking Kansas or wherever. So, this being said, your losing streak, I'm going to chalk one more up on that list because there's one thing I'm known for. It's putting boots to asses, not getting boots put to my ass. Fight hard. Strike fast. Strike hard. Strike first. Not just something used by Cobra Kai. It's a motto to be lived by. Respect everyone, trust no one. So, get ready for your new year to be just like your last year. Chaos out.
And your winner, Glenn Sexton.
Congratulations, Glenn Sexton. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Great promo from Mr. Sexton. Great showing by Mr. Kidd. You want to tell him about the time again?
Guys, in case you didn't hear me when the show started or like a few minutes prior, again, guys, 4-minute long promo.
For single competitors, tag teams get 8.
8 minutes for a tag team. Think about it this way. If you were in a match, you get 4 minutes. Everybody gets 4. You get 4 minutes, and you get 4 minutes, and you get 4 minutes, and you get 4 minutes. 4 minutes. It's not a suggestion. It's not a, hey, maybe you should do 4 minutes. 4 minutes, or you're probably not going to win the match. Now, that being said, that does not take anything away from Glenn Sexton. Hell of a promo, hell of a return. So fucking happy you're back, man. I've been a fan of yours since day one. You know that. And Kick Chaos, man, what you submitted was great. And see, guys, that's the thing, man. Like that's the thing that's frustrating or disappointing, I would say, probably more than anything, is that when you guys give us promos, some of these guys who only submit like a minute and a half or 2 minute long promo, like the fucking promo is awesome, man. Like, why? Don't stop. Keep going, man. Keep going. Whatever you got to do, just keep fucking going. And
it's almost like when you hit that G spot, man.
Right, like,
stop, man.
Don't stop. And then you fucking stop, and it's like, oh man, I was so close. 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes, please.
Even if you got a cramp in your side, you got to push through the pain.
Power through it, man. And look, I don't know if you guys know this, right? I didn't know this, because I never used it. But your phone, your camera has a pause button. You know that?
No.
It has a pause button. So if maybe for whatever reason you only got 2 minutes worth of material and you think to yourself, there's no way I can possibly keep going, you can fucking pause that shit, go back and think about what else you want to say, and then hit record again or splice that shit back together. It's not like you only have 24 hours, 6 hours to do these promos. You guys have a lot of time.
Most of the time. Most of the time it's weeks.
So you don't have to wait till the last minute. If you want to do a minute once a week or once every couple of days or whatever, you guys have plenty of time, man. You can always pause it, go think of more shit, and then come back and pick it back up again. There's a lot of guys that you see who splice their videos together because maybe they didn't have everything they wanted to say or knew what they wanted to say for a full 4 minutes. Bottom line is, man, you guys work way too hard on these promos, and you guys bust your ass on these promos to only submit a 2 minute, 2.5 minute long promo and then lose because you didn't do a full 4 minutes, man. Come on, guys. Come on. Time to put on your big boy pants.
What he said. Next up, we have Tonster Dumbest, versus the Warden. This one's going to be very, very interesting. You got a former world champion. You got a Toastradamus who was a champion in another place. The future, I've called Toastradamus, taking on the hardcore god, the Warden.
I think Toastradamus, and look, what do I know? I'm just Chris Champion. If I was Toastradamus, I would start calling myself the future. Right? Like, you got the natural talent, TDC. The future, Toastradamus. I mean, like, that just sounds cool. It just sounds cool.
Sounds pretty cool.
The hardcore god, Warden. Speaking of God, G-O-D, is your boy going to show up? Is he going to show out? Because last time we were sitting here together, G-O-D didn't do too damn well. That's all I got to say.
Well, listen. Here's the thing.
Despite you pulling some bullshit and trying to pull some bullshit.
I pulled some bullshit. Let's go ahead. We ain't going to go there right now because it is not about Chris Champion's fucking ego at this very moment.
It's always about my ego.
It is not about Chris Champion's ego. We have bigger things going on than Chris Champion.
Hold on, there's bigger things than my ego?
Yes.
I gotta work harder.
I mean, I can name a few. Like this guy.
Pendo made it.
Toastradamus. It is I, the hardcore god. And tonight, at fight night, I will ignite the flame. Tonight, I will light the eternal flame of your defeat. You see, so, Toastradamus, first you must learn what it feels like to be the slaughter. What it feels like to be the sheep. What it feels like to be put out, to be taken out, and to be put away. You see, Toastradamus, you are staring into the eyes of the hardcore god. See, you brought this on your own. You brought this on yourself. You say fight fire with fire. Well, you see, Toastradamus, I've not only lit the fire, but I am the flame that will ignite you and set you free, Toastradamus. See, all the opponents of the past that you have are the past. This is the present. This is now. This is a new era. And the present staring you eye to eye, face to face, is the hardcore god. And I've brought the fire and I bring your reckoning. See, Nostradamus, if you were smart, you will not be the lamb that is brought to slaughter like the rest. You won't be the follower that follows the farmer to the slaughterhouse. You will be a god if you sit right here amongst gods, amongst the place that you so-called deserve. So on this night of fights, fight night, I leave you just one thing, see? I don't care what you've done or where you've been. The time is now, the time is here. And the hardcore god has came tonight at fight night to bury your old soul and to make you rise again, a different, a bigger, a better, a god amongst gods. You will drink from the god's goblet and be born again.
Progress is impossible without change. I asked you, Warden, I asked you clearly, how far are you willing to go? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to change? See, Warden. Recently, I did something that you couldn't do. I won my title match. You lost yours. So how far are you willing to go, Warden? How far are you willing to go to get success back? How far are you willing to go to hold gold up one more time? Now there's a reason I'm holding this up right now. I know. This isn't a title in Revolution anymore. But what you're looking at is a trivia question. I am and will always be the last WGP Revolution Havoc champion. So with that being said, this is the last time you see the Havoc Championship in Revolution. So you're a very vocal guy, Warden. You're a very vocal man. I want you to tell me from the source how you feel about change. How do you feel?
What do you know about change?
Have you taken a look at me?
I am the Alpha, the Omega.
What the hell does it have to do with anything? I don't get it. let's just have a normal conversation. Can you just use a normal voice, please?
What would you like me to do is how I talk.
All right, let's try this. What's your phone number?
718.
I don't know what you're saying. Not making any sense. I'll just leave you with this. Warden, there are two types of people in this world. The ones who are willing and the ones who aren't. And I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to reach the top. And sorry, pal. It's way higher on the food chain than you.
And your winner, tonster Thomas.
Tonster, you probably would win just from that music alone, man. I love that fucking song. I love that song.
For some reason, it was not the warden that Tonster feared tonight. We'll have to have a little discussion with some folks in the back after this pay-per-view.
G-O-D, another L.
Hey.
Yikes.
You want to talk about the next match up, which is Little Sweet and the A-lister.
Little Sweet. Yeah, let's talk about Little Sweet. Little Sweet's coming off of a pretty sweet victory after the last show.
Little Sweet, you and I both know you might have got the victory on a piece of paper, but you and I both know I kicked your fucking ass back to the Shire. You and I both know that. And it will be just a matter of time. I'll have my revenge, Little Sweet. Oh, very, very soon. It's in the mix. Revenge it is. For people that have screwed me over, and you were just a part of it, don't start to shake your head, Chris Champion. You had your hand in the cookie jar also.
No. Look, I didn't do anything other than keep things fair, because as a member of management, as one half owner of Revolution, it is my job to make sure that cooler heads prevail. Little Sweet, you earned that victory. Congratulations. And because of that, you were given an opportunity to face A-List Alverson in a non-title match. Okay, calm down. Non-title match after a well-deserved victory over the Natural Town. I'm pretty excited about this match because the last few times these guys have faced off, it's been nothing but pure entertainment. I don't know if I will ever forget A-List's impersonation of Little Sweet. Freaking awesome. So Little Sweet's got a big mountain to climb, but if he can pull it off, another major victory in his column would be over the Revolution World Champion. Let's come on, man, come on.
A-list.
What?
You're up, come on.
No!
A-list.
Tell him I ain't going!
A-list, for real.
First of all, it's a stupid idea to think that I'm going to be competitive against someone with the creativity of a first grader writing his insults out in Crayolas, spelling bitch wrong. Second, they're going to expect A-list Alverson to show up in top form for a mid-card non-title match on a day that I don't feel like working. Tommy don't want to pay overtime, no holiday premiums, nothing like that. And they're going to expect me to show up in top shape, full force, against a guy whose video I don't even want playing next to mine. Ain't gonna happen. You see, me winning this match don't help me, and me losing this match don't hurt me. A-list Alverson goes into this match the Revolution World Champion. And regardless of what happens between the beginning and the end of the bells, A-list Alverson leaves this match the Revolution World Champion. And there's nothing Little Sweet or anybody can do that's gonna change that at all. And I don't care if that's something that Little Sweet wants to come out and pound his Stay Puffed marshmallow chest about, then so be it. Let him throw out a couple of more of his up your ass, down your throat comparisons. Because the key and profound difference between the two of us is that A-list Alverson got over by being who he is. I own the eyeballs. The people want to see what I'm going to do every time I'm on screen. Little Sweet got over by who he beat. You understand? If he don't win this match, then they ain't going to want to see him in another one. It's like that song that nobody likes, but it's always on the radio. He's in the bottom of the barrel there, but he keeps getting dug up, and every time you change the station, he's on the other one too. Nobody has paid any money in the course of their lives to see Little Sweet. A-list Alverson getting offers from all over town. Come do what you do for us. And right now, I don't feel like doing none of it for nobody. That's the way it's gonna be. So, wake me up when Tommy says, "And still," and we'll go from there. Oh, hey, by the way, you tell Sweet Cheeks I still want the $600 he owes me.
Oh, hello, Revolution. I didn't know you were already here. You caught me doing some last-minute training by taking out the trash. Not a better way to prepare to face A-list Alverson. Now, A-lister, you may have all these other people fooled, but not me, Jack. To me, you are nothing but hot, wet garbage. And just like the bag I left on my porch, today I will take you out. Revolution, it's time for fight night. And if you ask me, a fight is the one thing your privileged upbringing has not gotten you ready for. Because just like your run here, you've had people holding your hand, looking out for you, protecting you your entire life. Reason being is because they knew that the moment little A-lister faced any kind of adversity, he would not be able to handle it on his own. And trust me, tonight you face overwhelming adversity. And I will claim, no, I will earn my spot at the top. I will be undeniable. Not the little stuffy in here. Let's go do the rest of this outside, shall we?
You
smell that, A-lister? And for once, it's not your upper lip. What you smell is smoke, because I've been through fire. Shit, I'm so hot that if you got too close, you could end up in the hospital suffering from a fucking heat stroke. I've taken so many shots over the last year that I should be standing here blood-soaked, but here I am, chest out, ready to take on everything you've got. But without a doubt in my mind, I'm sure you think you've got this match in the bag, that the win is already yours. But I want you to think back to the first time we faced off and remember how close I came to beating you that day. Underestimate me again like you did that day. Not only do I win, but I put myself right into the title picture. And on top of all that, I've got nothing to lose, which should scare the shit out of you. You need to come at me with something more than mockery. Something more than the outright comedy act you're starting to be known for. I want to see your heart, feel the fire, see the passion for promo from you. But here is where I doubt you the most, because if I'm being honest, I don't think you got any. I, on the other hand, have got more heart, fire, and passion for this than you could ever hope to handle. And the only two things you seem to give a shit about is yourself and looking good. Revolution. You have followed me this far. Maybe you will follow me just a little bit further. Now I'm under no delusions, and I'm very well aware and realize and accept the fact that I am the underdog in this match, while you, on the other hand, are already laughing, celebrating, and patting yourself on the back. But you know what they say, you should never count your chickens before they hatch, because what happens at the end of this when I shock the world yet again? When I again emerge from fire smelling like smoke, yes, completely unscathed, is it then I prove myself? Or is it after I get my title shot and beat your ass yet again that I expose the great A-list Alverson for what he really is? Nothing more than a 2-bit comedy act that smells like hot, wet garbage. Well, around here, we burn our garbage. Welcome to a new world, bitch.
And your winner, A-list Alverson. I have something that I need to say, though, as far as this match goes, because I feel it's very important to be said as the head of the judging committee, Chris Champion. I had to have my judge. Well, I didn't have to. My judges had to. My judges came to me and said that they needed to watch this match multiple times. And I know we don't traditionally do this. We just tell you guys the winners. I don't usually tell you who voted, how many votes one person got. I will tell you on this match, it was 2-1. It was 2-1. A-lister, I used 3 judges. A-lister got 2 votes. Little Sweet got 1 vote. All 3 judges, though, had to watch this match multiple times because they really struggled to pick a winner. I honestly thought Little Sweet was about to pull it off based upon some of the feedback that I got, and he almost did.
I honestly thought A-list was about to blow it out of his ass, and he almost did.
So Little Sweet, you might have lost here as far as the L goes, but man, you literally were this close. Literally this close, and it was extremely impressive. The biggest piece of feedback, and if you guys are in the chat, you see what people are saying. They loved the fact that Little Sweet was doing something different. He was getting up, he was moving around. The insults were there. It's refreshing to see when guys go out on a limb and try something different. And sometimes it pays off. And unfortunately, Little Sweet, you didn't walk away with the victory, but it did not go unnoticed, man. People loved what you were doing. They want to see more of it. So keep that shit up.
Let's bring on the better Sweet brother, Big Sweet.
Die, fucker! I bet you think you said it all when you did. No, you're not even close. Don't you think a little grace? No, to those who gave.
Well, finally, fight night is upon us. Haywood, you have done a lot of talking leading up to this event. Talking shit on screen, talking shit in several different locker rooms, letting everybody know that you think that you are better than me.
Sorry, guys. That is the Rome promo. 1 second.
This is probably the most challenging record you have ever put on your turntable.
Don't give a fuck what's in here, cause I'm a rider, getting down, going hard, baby, we don't stop. Don't give a fuck what's in here, cause I'm a rider, got the things in that thing, what we gon' fuck. Don't give a fuck what's in here, cause I'm a rider, getting down, going hard, baby, we don't stop. Don't give a fuck what's in here.
You know, it sucks for you, boss. It really does. And at the same time, I find it kind of ironic that you and I face off against each other yet again here today. I mean, come on, Boss Laney. A man like you has to see the irony in facing a man like me. A man that has been on such a big roll as of late, you could legally change my name to Butter. And let's not forget about the fact that I have had your number each and every time that we have faced off. Hell, I've beaten your ass at so much at this point in time, I have lost count. But right now, I got to ask you something. Given all that you've been through, has management even cleared you to compete here tonight? Because if not, I'm going to need to ask you to back up at least 6 feet. No, I don't have the COVID or anything like that. I just don't want you catching any more of these verbal jabs than you need to and end up back in the hospital. That's how much love and respect I have for you. Now, you are the OG boss for a reason. You have put in a ton of work. You have done so much across the eFed world. There is no question about that. But you need to face facts. And the facts are you have done all there is to do. You can do no more. I look at you and I see that you are tired. You are more weak than you have ever been. If I was to give you a piece of advice right now, I'd tell you you need to frozen that shit. You know, let it go, let it go. But all jokes aside, the choice, that's yours to make, boss. But I need to let you know, if you don't make the correct one, tough as that choice may be, I will have no other choice than to put you in your place, beneath my feet, 6 feet deep. You should also count your lucky stars that the outright title isn't on the line either here tonight. Because if it was, not only would I be leaving here with another win over you, but I would be leaving here with another championship to add to my resume. Speaking of that title that now sits on your shoulder, be honest with us for once. Do you really feel good about how you got it in a friendship match against your partner? Now that in itself is a joke. Man, you are a boss, a big baller, a shot caller, and most importantly, a promo artist that used to inspire me. Now, I see nothing but a fucking comedian. Since you became the Outbreak champion, how exactly have you broken out? Do you know how bad it hurts me? How much it pisses me off to admit chaos is the best anything? I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of watching people like you parade around here like they have done something as of late, when in all reality and all actuality, all you've managed to do was to get your ass high enough in the air so the sun could shine on it for once. The nerve you have calling yourself Mr. Put the asses in the seats. To me, you're more like put the 33 1/3% of the viewing audience to sleep. You're a divas match, a piss break, a chance for the people to stretch their legs and fill their cups. Make no mistake, Bossolini, and trust me when I tell you, you face an extinction level event here tonight. I am a comet hurtling its way towards Earth. Nothing in my path can stop me. You're a dumbass dinosaur looking up at the night sky, watching the pretty lights, not knowing his are about to be turned out permanently. At the beginning of this, you asked me to give you 110%. You demanded that I bring my best. I'd like to think I did a good job of doing that here tonight. But you also said you would fight to the very end. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I need to let you know you can stop fighting.
Well, it's showtime. Happy New Year. Big Sweet, I hope you did what I asked you to do, because I want you to have the best New Year as possible. So let's get started. You came out, you gave me a very interesting hype. Day after Christmas, you came out and you gave a hype, and you told me, first thing, that there's no teachers to help me, there's no heroes to save me. Have you met me yet? My name is Bossolini, the OG. I don't need nobody to teach me, and I damn sure don't need nobody to save me. But see, that was just your first mistake. Your other mistake, you said that you got multiple victories over me. Big man, let me be honest with you. We've been across from each other in the ring one time. And that was when it was Team Bum Ass Club taking on Shock Therapy. And if I am clear, at the end of the day, your winners was Shock Therapy. But you know, maybe that title shot to the back of your head threw you off. And speaking about titles, you know, I am the Revolution Outbreak Champion. Remember that. I am a current champion here in the Revolution. I mean, I know you've been a multiple time champion in all those places that got 3 letters. But we ain't in one of those places that got 3 letters. We're in the Revolution, where I am the Outbreak Champion. I am the man that put the asses in the seats. I am the boss. And you're just a stepping stone. I'm glad you're back from whatever vacation you was on. I'm glad you hype. I'm glad you're ready to be here. But first thing, if you ever try to put a blemish on my name, we done did something. You know, I haven't had that many major losses. But the losses I have had, I learned from. But for you, I'm going to do something special. I told you, when I did my hype, I had to be able to prove to myself, the doctors, management, that I, the boss, am able to keep going. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not at 100%. Everybody knows that the boss is not at 100%. But you know what else everybody knows? That the boss is still that much better than you. I am a member of the Shot Callers. Maybe you heard of us. You know, it is a team that has the Revolution Heavyweight Champion, Alist Alverson. Man that holds another title somewhere else. Chaos. My brother from another mother. B-A-D-D, because it's the B-A-double-D. Badass. It's the bad Superman, baby. And me. See? And in that story, we all winners. Champions in our own right. Because guaranteed, when that B-A-double-D come back, he going to have another title on his show. And what you going to have at the end of this? Another L in the count. So I hope you understand what happened. Because when you stepped up to the boss, you already took that loss. And I'm out of here.
And your winner, Big Sweet. And yeah, guys, I did a fuck up there at the beginning. That's cool though, because we'll just jump right into that as the next match rolls on. It's the very next one. So
I have a special announcement I'd like to make, ladies and gentlemen. I just got off the phone with a one certain former promo star here in Revolution. He has expressed interest in returning. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to go ahead and announce right now the return of the man. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the man, a guy who took on Chris Champion last year, a guy who almost took the Revolution World Championship from Matt Anarchy. The man has announced that he would like to return to Revolution, so make sure you keep your eyes open for that. I'm sure he'll make his presence known very, very soon.
And that's just one of the puzzle pieces of more things that are come. I can guarantee that there's more returns that are coming in the next couple of months. So we're going to keep trying to fire them at you here like Tony Khan almost, and keep bringing stuff back, or bringing people back, or bringing new guys, or whatever we can do to bring in to keep things fresh around here. I, for one, am excited to see the man coming back. So.
The man's awesome. The man is someone who I've been a big fan of. The man is actually was one of my very first opponents that I ever, when I first started promo. He was one of the very first guys I ever competed against. As a matter of fact, he's one of the ones that made me decide I wanted to do this. So very excited about the man coming back. He's a good personal friend of mine. I think the man would fit in perfectly, especially with the roster we have, because the roster that we have today is a lot different than the roster we had when he was originally around. There's still some of the same guys.
You know what I remember the man being really good at? Bare bones promos.
The man was definitely really good at bare bones promos. And you know, who knows what he's going to do? He might go after the bare bones title. He might try to rehash his relationship for the Revolution World Championship. Hell, maybe the man might want to form a tag team and go after the tag team titles. The man might even possibly join a current tag team. I don't know. You know, the Shot Callers with the man, a veteran like the man on their team, that could be something pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. But look, the bottom line is the man's returning, and that makes us revolutionary.
That it does. We'll bring you back to your originally scheduled program, which was Jay Briggy in the middle of telling us something. We'll go ahead and start with him since he's the next matchup. We have Jay Briggy taking on Hollywood Haywood. We'll go ahead and start that promo over for you.
Well, finally, fight night is upon us. Haywood, you have done a lot of talking leading up to this event. Talking shit on screen, talking shit in several different locker rooms, letting everybody know that you think that you are better than me and you're going to beat me in all these upcoming matches that we have. Because let's be honest, beating me means everything to you, Haywood. But for me, this match isn't about a win. This match isn't about a loss. Hell, this match isn't even about moving me closer to another championship. This match is about me proving a point. This match is about me making a statement. The lifeblood making a statement. Something we have done ever since we have entered this promo scene. Now, Haywood, nobody even knew who in the blue hell that you were until you showed up at the doorstep of the WGP and we let your little scrawny ass in. And since then, you have done anything to try to cling on to any bit of relevancy since you've been here. I mean, hell, you would join just about anybody if they would let you in. You started out here with the Entourage, then you tried to jump our version of a Disney princess villain, trying to make a statement, but all you did was look like a group of pussies. And then that faction crumbled shortly after. Then you were part of the only winning team you've ever been a part of, Team WGP, when you beat Revolution and you got that golden ticket. Hence the only reason why you've had any success while you have been here, because without that ticket, you would never have been a champion. And then you wanted to try your hand out at being an almighty god. And God, that was just awful. And that failed faster, well then, your Havoc Championship reign. See, Haywood, if you were just half as smart or as brilliant as you claimed to be, then you would have joined the only faction that fucking matters here in the promo industry. You would have joined the one team that no matter what group it has went to, it has taken over. If it's competed in that group, they have dominated and they have made a sudden impact and have been winning titles all over the place. While the Lifeblood has been thriving and growing, you have been doing nothing but bailing with several different teams and trying to find yourself. Trying to find out who the true Hollywood is. What is Haywood's true identity? See, maybe, just maybe after this match, after this fight, you will smarten up a little bit. Maybe we will beat some sense into you. And you will learn to join and follow the message of the Lifeblood. Because if not, Haywood, you already know if you're not with us, then you are against us. And right now, you are standing on the wrong side. But, Haywood, speaking of the Lifeblood, I have a couple brothers that would like to say, have a little chat with you per se. So the war of words is now over. Now let's get to the fight. Actually, you know what, fellas? I've already had my fun. You go ahead and take this.
You know, Hollywood, I thought you'd be a whole hell of a lot smarter than this, given that you're a god of mischief and all. But no. Oh, you walked right into our trap here tonight. And now, once we rip you asunder, once we shatter your bones, and send a message to TDC and the rest of the false gods that the Lifeblood will not stand idly by as you spread your message of fear and greed across the land. Our voice, our message, it will echo across the land. It will ring in the people's ears, and they will rise up and they will take a stand against the tyranny, against the toxicity that is G-O-D. And now, as much as I would love to take my cast and split your skull to the lightning right now, Mr. Haywood, I think I have another member of the Lifeblood that would like to get a little blood on their hands. So why don't you go ahead and take it away, Brother Blackheart?
It would be my honor to slap that sour taste out of Haywood's mouth. It really would. I would love to do it, but to be honest, I think I'll leave the honors to this one.
Welcome to the first fight night and revolution. And it is going to be a revolution as I go one-on-one with Briggy. Now, Briggy, I've seen what you've had to say, and it seems that you're using all that gold to overcompensate for your lack of confidence in yourself. I mean, let's be real here. I'm a god. I'm the god of mischief. I'm Hollywood Haywood. I don't need to parade gold all over the camera for people to know who the hell I am. That's a Briggy move. As you hold your belt so proudly, you forget to mention
One of those belts you wouldn't even have if you didn't have a grade A partner to carry your sorry ass. You see, Briggy, you aren't what you used to be, and that is obvious to everybody. It was obvious when you came out and did a Dr. Seuss poem. I mean, that's not the Briggy we all know, is it? Would Hollywood Haywood ever come out here and do a Dr. Seuss poem? I think not. And if I did, you could damn sure bet that it would be a whole lot better than the shit you dropped on the page. You see, Briggy, you're pulling at straws at this point. You have no idea what to do anymore. Your mind is a twisting and a turning. And if it wasn't for Steel, you would be an afterthought. You see, when the matchmakers made this match, they made this match because they knew it would draw attention based on your history and based on my present. And big Briggy, can't you see? You're just not what you used to be. Do you see what I did there? That's the right way to do it, Briggy. You know, Briggy, there was a time where me and you were probably two sides of the same coin. The difference is I was all about the glitz, glamour, and fame. And you're all about trash, dirt, and grime. No pun intended to your good friend who's nowhere to be found. Another man who I've defeated. You see, Briggy, you have picked a fight with a god. A man who does not need a title to be relevant. A man who does not need a belt to be relevant. And you can bet your ass that the gods declared Tonster was worthy of holding that title that shalt not be named. What a sin it was for you to even bring it up. But here's the thing, Briggy. We're going to do this over and over and over again a couple of times, so I'm not going to use all of my best material because, quite frankly, I don't have to beat you. Your head's not in the game. They've all seen it. Everyone knows it. It's whispered all throughout the damn locker rooms. And it makes you jealous. It makes you damn jealous, and I'll tell you why. Because they used to say, oh, Briggy, he's one of the best. Briggy is one of the best. And now when you enter the locker rooms, you hear that Hollywood Haywood guy. Oh my God, is he good? And you can't stand it. You can't stand it so much that you went to every management and every promo division and asked for matches against me because you want to prove your damn self. And that's not the move of an experienced veteran. If you're as good as you say you are, you have nothing left to prove. You don't have to hold up titles. And let's be real. Let's take a closer look at that one title that wasn't captured with Steel. I'll give you that. There's one thing you are very good at, and that's being the best dad. So, Briggy, I'll see you 2 more times today. Your day's gonna really fucking suck.
What a nice little show by the Lifeblood and Toaster Damas. I have to say, from the bottom of my heart, I am very, very, very disappointed in you. You're a winner by disqualification because of outside interference.
To make you happy?
Oh, it makes me bubbly. The only thing that makes me sad is the fact that somehow they finally got in the head of Toaster Damas. Thought he was a little smarter than that, but apparently he's just a robot like the rest of that clan over there. But you're a winner, Hollywood Haywood, as I'm pretty sure that he will go on to whip Briggy's ass the rest of the day. I think he faces him 2 more times in 2 other leagues besides just here. So
as the leader of GOD.
Whoa. I have said this many, many times, and I've pointed it out 100 times. I am not the leader of GOD. I am simply a messenger.
Okay.
Maybe if your ass wasn't part-timing it so much, you would have noticed these things. but you don't notice those things. You only notice like putting your nose in business where it don't fucking belong. Making executive decisions all on your own without speaking them over with the rest of the board first. As go renegade. Please go on, continue.
Well, maybe if GOD was a little bit more interesting, I'd pay more attention. So who's the leader? Hollywood. So as the leader of Hollywood, let me ask you guys a question. Whoever the leader is, I don't know if it's you or Haywood or the other two guys that are in the group. Now that Lifeblood has another member, like, what are you guys going to do? Because you guys are going to be outnumbered here pretty soon.
What do you mean they have like fucking? You might as well say they have. Who they have? They have Toaster Damas.
They have that. They have Brother Blackheart.
Are you fucking kidding me? Get out of my face with that.
They have Brother Blackheart. They got Steel. You got Briggy. That's what, 4? You guys have.
You have a guy that is lucky to win 2 matches in a year, and then you have a tag team. The only reason they're still holding championship titles is because they've not faced real competition yet. And that's coming very, very soon, especially since they keep poking the bear of Haywood and GOD. I'm pretty sure that Hodgson and Mr. Haywood has something to say to these tag team champions.
All I simply ask is what you guys are going to do. That's all I ask. I want to know as the leader, and you're saying you're not the leader.
You just worry about what the logo's supposed to look like next month, buddy. Okay? Worry about your judging circle. Don't worry about what the GOD's doing. Doing more interesting things than what you're doing.
If you call losing interesting, I guess.
Hey, at least we're dying on the line. That's just all I'm saying. Next up, you have... Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break because I got to get the championship.
You're a jackass.
And let this guy relearn this place. So we'll be right back after this messages brought to you by the GOD.
Has life got you down? Did your dog get run over by the postman? Did your wife run off with the milkman? Is your anxiety kicking in and your meds aren't working anymore? Well, I got just the thing for you. Mama Sweet Cosmic Funky Brownies. Mama Sweet Cosmic Funky Brownies. They'll get you lifted.
Well, as you see here, sometimes, Mr. A-Lister, you can find a lot of interesting things laying in other people's houses on their floors. As you have here, the new, does not say world champion on it. The new Outbreak.
Dude, what the hell is your problem?
Bare Bones. The new Bare Bones championship, as you see, it is not gold. If it was gold, you would be the A-lister. It is silver. We are taking care of the world championship, where it used to say world championship up there. Where I'm in the process of currently fixing that. As you see, it's getting a little bit better than what it was. We're going to paint over that and probably put allow you guys to either put. I haven't made my mind up yet. I kind of thought about painting and putting Bare Bones on it, but I might just let you guys use it to put your names on it and basically use that as a nameplate. So
this is going to be our version of, like, I guess you can call it the hardcore title, or, you know, just it's going to be a dirty, grungy, not pretty, but still better than a lot of other promo groups out there, championships.
This belt does have the big raised up part.
Relief, yeah, it's stacked. It's got the Relief Revolution banner. It's still 4 millimeters. It's still heavy as fuck.
Croc backing.
The leather is sticky. It's dirty. It's grimy. It's bare bones. I mean, that's basically the purpose of the Bare Bones Championship, is to be just nitty gritty, nothing fancy, nothing pretty. It's a fucking,
and it's not done yet. So we'll get around. I'll get around to that, finishing it this week, and get it out to the winner very, very soon of this next matchup.
I'm excited about this bare bones division because there's a place for edits. There's a place for fancy movie quality Steven Spielberg made promos. But guys, the nitty gritty of promos, it's not what you see, it's what you hear. And I've said this multiple times. If you want to know who a damn good promo artist is, watch a promo with your eyes closed, if that makes any sense. Just use your ears. Watch a promo with your ears. Listen to what is said. If you still think that person won a match after not actually watching it, but just listening to it, that's a fucking promo artist right there. So don't look at the Bare Bones Championship as like a bottom tier trash garbage top, because that's not what it is. I would dare say that the Bare Bones Champion may very well be better than any other champion that we have, because you have to fucking know how to promo. Like, not the fancy nitty gritty shit. You need to know how to talk, and your words need to cut deep.
And not only that, it's the only championship that the whole show was built around.
Yeah.
Because Fight Night's only going to have this championship. So
For sure.
You're the champion of a whole show, where the pay-per-views has got multiple champions on it. So if you have this championship, you will be the main event of every Fight Night. No changing it up. Every Fight Night you have to defend, and every Fight Night you'll be the main event. So as I said, it could be once, it could be twice a month. You never know. It just depends on how free we are.
And for the new guys who may not know, why don't you go ahead and explain what bare bones means?
Bare bones is actually, I will give you an intro. That's all you get. No music in your promo, no fancy filters. It's just you, the camera, your words, and our ears.
No splitting your promo either.
Yeah.
Your promo needs to be a straight 4 minutes, no cuts, no splicing shit together. It's literally bare bones. You hit record and you don't touch it. You just hit send.
Here we go. Let's see who the next champion of the Revolution is going to be.
Die, fucker!
I bet you think you said it all when you did. No, you're not even close. Don't
Well, hello, Revolution. It's Stumpy. Happy New Year. Tonight is the night. Me and Mr. Steel go one-on-one. I'm ready. I'm not real sure that this is a bare bone, but I got one like you asked me, management. I don't really know what we're supposed to use it for in a match. But anywho, here we go. It's over here when I need it. Mr. Steel, you've been talking a lot of mess, Mr. Steel. You see, me and you've never went one-on-one. And see, you're questioning me. You question me too much. You all think this is just a ploy. You think this is a swerve. Well, I don't even know what a swerve is. Don't even know what a swerve is. Mr. Steele, the talk is over with. You see, you come out here spewing out dirty words like a garbage truck dumping on a Saturday morning. But you see, I'm wholesome. I'm clean. I'm family fun. I'm a little unstable up top, but that's okay still. Maybe that's what it takes to beat you. You see, everybody's tried every other method to beat you still. You hold championships at multiple organizations. Kudos to you still. Kudos. But I'm trying something a little different. You see, I'm thrown off. And maybe that's just what it takes to counterbalance your ruthlessness. Yes, you're pretty ruthless, Mr. Steele, and I'll give you your props where that's due. But you see, you may be ruthless, but I'm crazy. I'm sane. I don't know what everybody's talking about. Everybody keeps calling me crazy. Everybody throws mental capacity stuff around at me. I don't know what all that means. You see, everybody's testing my patience. Everybody wants me to be the bad guy. Well, I'm the good guy. Yes, everything's okay. You don't worry about me. Stumpy's okay. But still, you're going down tonight. You see, you've won too many titles still, and it's somebody else's turn. So, you come out here, go ahead and spit out your vulgarities, and I'm going to spit out happy vibes. Happy little vibes still. And you see, we may go to toe-to-toe, and we may come to blows, and we may end up throwing fists. But that's okay. You can't hurt me still. You can't hurt me. You can't break me, because I'm already broken. You can't break what's already broke. But anyway, give me your best shot still. I'm ready. I can take whatever you got. You see, I know what's in your head. What I do, how do I prepare for Stumpy? I beat Stumpy so many times. I've seen his work. It's the same old Stumpy over and over and over. Not today still. Not today. This is a new Stumpy. The new era of Stumpy. Revolutionary, if you will, Stumpy. You see, mentally unstable people tend to do crazy things. And mentally unstable things to win, to get what they want in life. You see, this for that. You don't have enough tats for this. Whatever that means. I heard that one time in a book. Anyway, I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to do with this. Anyway, I got it. But you don't have one. You don't have a bare bone. You don't have a bare bone, and I do. So see, that automatically disqualifies you still. Means I win. Whoa! That was not planned. But anyway, you know what else is not planned still? What I just did to you. You see, when I get done with you still, you're no longer a stainless steel. You're crusty, rusty, balled up, aluminum foil. I'm done. Let's see what you got. Adios until next time. Well, it's a new year and a new start here in the Revolution. Matter of fact, it's fight night. So let's go ahead and just skip all the typical bibble-babble bullshit. Shall we, Stumpy the Clown? I mean, that is what you're going by now, right? Stumpy the Clown? For God's sakes, man, you've had so many names that at this point, it's honestly hard to keep track of them all. But I digress, because that's not what's important right now. No. You see, the only thing that is truly important right here and now is the fact that we are all gathered here tonight to usher in a bloody new era in the Revolution, to crown the first ever bare bones champion. And you may as well go ahead and face facts, Stumpy boy, because I promise you, no matter how much you want it, no matter how much you beg and plead and hope and pray and dream for it, I promise you, here tonight, it will not be you. It will never be you. You will never be a champion, not on the Lifeblood's watch. And I say those words with all the confidence in the world. Because when I look at you, all I can think is it took 9 months to make a joke. And that's exactly what you are. A complete and utter joke. You come weeble-wobbling out here looking like the Make-A-Wish edition of Mr. Potato Head. Running your mouth, bumping your gums, acting like you know who I am and what I'm truly capable of when you can't even see the fact that you are your own worst enemy. Your lack of conviction, your fickle feelings, and your inability to remain steadfast in the face of adversity, in the face of defeat, has left your career tainted time and time again. It has left you unclean, unworthy, and undeserving. This insatiable quest you're on for the pat on the back that comes with winning a championship has left you blinded to your true nature and your true path. You see, in all reality and all actuality, moments like these, they prove why I'm head and shoulders above you, Stumpy. They prove that I am simply built different. You see, when they talk about pure intensity, when they talk about strength and speed and stamina, when they talk about the ability to go the distance, when they talk about mental ability and verbal agility, when they talk about a man, a champion, so talented, so worthy that they should build a show around him, they are only talking about one man. And simply put, that man is me, Mr. No Days Off, Mr. 24/7. And that's what really pisses you off, isn't it, Stumpy? Because you want to be the center of attention. You want the spotlight so bad. And I remember way back at the beginning of your career, you had a buzz. You had people talking and getting behind you. But due to your irrational behavior and your lack of motivation, the fans grew silent and the people left you. Because of your pig-headed stubbornness and your dysfunctional behavior, you even drove your own tag team partner away. You drove him to beating you with an inch of your life, which is ironic because now due to that beating, even your mind is leaving you. Which makes this all the more fitting here tonight because I get to finish the job. I get to finish you off by beating you from pillar to post and leaving you in a puddle of your own piss and shit as I walk out the bare bones champion. No edits, no filters, no music, no cuts. One take, 100% unadulterated ass whipping. Now somebody scrape this piece of shit out my ring and bring me my damn title.
And your winner and new bare bones champion, Josh Stainless Steel.
That was a phenomenal bare bones match. Stumpy, I got some good feedback from our judges, or from at least one of the judges from your match. They loved what you did. They love this character. They really hope that you keep up with it. They feel like it just needs a little bit of tweaking, a little bit more practice with it. But they were a huge fan of the Stumpy gimmick. So please, please, please keep up with that, man, because it's going to probably do you favors in the long run. But congratulations to Josh Steele, man. First ever bare bones champion. And then there you have it, guys. That is the nitty gritty of what a bare bones match is.
Well, that thing pops, boys.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
But it's also ugly.
It's also ugly. It's beautiful, ugly. It's like, you know, you've seen beautiful, ugly things.
And guys, I mean, it's quality material. I mean, that's 4 millimeters. It's heavy. It's stacked. It's on real leather. But it's gonna look beat the fuck up, man. The leather's gonna look beat the fuck up because it's bare bones. Sometimes I gotta say it, nitty gritty. So I'm excited. I haven't seen this idea or this championship in any other promo group. So again, it's just another thing that we're doing here, revolutionary. I think it's gonna be fun.
Me too. Well, another great show. Fight Night, of course, has replaced Uprising. I love the Fight Night idea. We got a championship just specifically for this show. It's something different than what we was doing before. So that's another change up. As I said, we got more stuff that is coming along. Do not forget, we do have a pay-per-view coming up the 16th. Get with me. I'm fixing to start booking that card ASAP. They'll still give you about 2 or so weeks to get you to hype and get all this stuff done. Don't forget, if you come on the red carpet treatment with Hollywood, that counts as your hype. If you want to count it as a hype, or you can I still would love to see stuff put on the page. So don't get me wrong.
For sure. Like I said at the beginning of the show, guys, you guys got to get exposure. Get your names out there. Get your faces out of there. Even if you're only on the red carpet for a few minutes, you know, being live is a whole nother beast when it comes to promos. And if you can get good at being promoing in a live format, it changes the game. It changes the game. It makes you up your skill. And again, the more exposure you get, the more you get yourself out there, the more opportunities. And the more opportunities means the more championships you're going to earn.
Don't forget, pay-per-views. All championships will be defended. That will happen this pay-per-view. We, of course, I will end up mixing, and y'all know me. When I do my booking, I try to give us the best pay-per-view possible. So who knows what kind of twists and turns I might add. It's going to make some smile, and it's going to make some go, what the fuck? But that's just that's how my booking goes. So we'll try to put on the best pay-per-views we can coming up for this New Year pay-per-view that we got coming up. So
commercials,
yes, commercials. I'll try to maybe come up with one also. We need, because we got to have them. Like I went through the other day and sit down and I deleted all the old stuff out of our StreamYard. So like anything that was not associated with only Revolution, or it was old, or it was out of date, and we're still noticing one or two things that need to be fixed, that it got deleted. So it's a new year, it's a new day. As you see, also the name of it is not called Warriors Empire anymore. The YouTube is now called Warriors Entertainment. I think that fits it a little bit more better from the standpoint that sometimes from time to time I don't just do wrestling based stuff. We do other stuff also. So don't forget, we also, if you've not noticed, the old WCW page we had is now an eFed news page. You post all information over there. If you have any kind of information about anything that has to do with eFeds, not just this one, but any of them in particular. If you got shows that are coming up, I know there's a lot of owners that are already posting stuff over there, but anyone is welcome to post stuff over there as far as eFed stuff goes. Great show, guys. Kick ass. And
how long do promos need to be again?
Oh yeah, so it's 4 minutes for single promos, 8 minutes for tag teams. As I said, all promos, all championships will be defended. I can't wait to book this card because we got some new guys and we got some new people that's wanting on the card.
And it's the first pay-per-view of the year.
And it's the first pay-per-view of the year.
This is going to set the tone for the rest of the year.
You also had Heathen who came back to the Revolution. So you got Heathen that's in the mix that's wanting on the card. You got the Man now that's come back that's in the mix.
The victorious Glenn Sexton.
Glenn Sexton who came back. He came back and got a win. So I know he might be wanting on the pay-per-view card. And like I said, all these titles are going to end up being defended. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really awesome. And maybe we'll have a couple other little surprises for you along the way. Anything you want to add?
Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for being with us all last year. We're starting year 2, and I'm pumped. I'm excited. Like Tommy said, we got a lot of great shit coming, a lot of surprises. It's going to be another fucking awesome year for Revolution.
So we're revolutionary.
That's why we do what we do.
Head bust 'em, it's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em.